Cool. All right. So you wrote. What is this series called?
It's just called the Black Moon series, which is the name of the first novel in the series, Black Moon, and we're currently up to 6 titles. Black Moon, Transformation of Pain, Smoke and Mirrors, Roulette, Ghost of the Past, and Ignorance is Bliss.
All right. And you wrote.
I wrote Engen, a short story anthology, and I also co-authored Engen.
And these weren't originally part of the universe, but they've been.
Engen wasn't originally part of the universe. It was tweaked a little bit to fit inside, but Infinity was written inside the universe.
Cool. So, how long ago did you start this series?
I started Black Moon when I was about 16 years old. I've been kind of plotting stuff for a while. I think it was just laziness, actually. I was instead of sitting and writing stuff, I would write, like in the back of Wizard magazines, it's like Spider-Man #1, first appearance of Spider-Man. It's not, but, stuff like that. Like, I would just write these one-line descriptions of different plots. I filled out, I think, about 20 exercise books full of just plots. And it ended up being a really great exercise because I discovered what characters I liked, what characters I didn't, and I sat down to plot out this character, Black Moon, that was in later stories as kind of an adult, and I wanted to figure out how he got that way. And so I plotted a little series, almost like a mini-series, that would show him as a teenager discovering about his past, discovering about his abilities, discovering about life, and I really liked that story. And actually, rather than plot it, sat down to write it, and that ended up becoming the series. The stuff I was plotting originally hasn't even been talked about yet.
Cool. And your stories, what are those?
Has now formed into kind of the book zero of a couple of the books we're writing. It's backstory for the story that's going to be Infinity, and a couple other things are going to lead into other books also. So that's kind of book zero, and it develops new stuff. And Infinity, on the other hand, is something that Matt came approached me with an idea, and that he had had for about 10 years or so. And working together, we developed a number of characters and a storyline, and we worked into creating a kind of mature reader's team novel. And the result is a launch tomorrow.
Cool. So, what makes it what reason what makes you write? What's your reason for writing?
I just keep coming up with stories. There's just it's like there's a compulsion back there that makes you write the same way everyone does everything. There's this point in this is a really horrific example, but there's this point in one of the novels where they're describing why a killer kills, and this detective thinks that it's sexual in nature, and the main character, Xander, kind of interrupts him. He's like, no, it's not sex. It is sex, but it's not. It's got nothing to do with the actual act of sex. This is his sex. Like, whatever you do, whatever you love, best of all, that is your thing. That is your sex. That is your whatever you want it to be. And this is what there's a compulsion in me to write. I just love doing it. The thing that makes me write the Black Moon series is I just fell in love with that character. I honestly believe you could take that character and put him in any situation, any genre. You could put him in a western. You could put him in a detective novel. You could put him in Space 1999, and he would still find a spot to work. He would still find a way to be awkward, and he would still find a way to be cool at the same time. It's
cool.
Fun.
What about you? What gives you the impulse to write? What's your reason?
Oftentimes I'll be just doing everyday things, and something will spark an idea, and I'll have to get it out on paper. I'll have to start typing, and just the act of getting a story out will give you new ideas, and give you new places to take your story. So that's really exciting, and it's what I love most about writing.
Cool. Any tips for new writers or?
Right. Just keep writing. If you're a new writer and you're working on your first manuscript, and even if you kind of come up solitude spot like writer's block, that horrible thing, force yourself to keep going. Write. If you're brand new to writing, write at least 500 words a day. If you've been doing it over a year, write 2,000 words a day if you can. just keep writing constantly. Even if you don't think it's good, sometimes it's better than you think it is, other times it's not, and that's what editing is for, just getting that stuff out. Just keep writing until it's done, until it's reached a conclusion that you are happy with, then go back and start editing. But don't stop because you think it's bad, because it might be way better than you think it is.
Cool. Actually, I think I might ask you about the submission guidelines you were talking about. What exactly is that about?
Submission guidelines, generally, if you're writing a short story, we'll take the entire short story along with the synopsis and the author bio. However, if you're submitting a full manuscript of a novel, we only generally prefer to take the first 3 chapters and then a synopsis of your overall story. And also, again, your author bio, and that can be sent to submissions@engenbooks.com. And up until now, we're accepting submissions all the time. We may close submissions in another few months because we are getting quite high, but we will take it.
And could you repeat that URL for me?
submissions@engenbooks.com. Engen is spelled E-N-G-E-N.
Cool.
And I was going to say, sometime in the future, probably within the next year and a half, we're actually going to be putting out a book of short stories that take place within the Engen universe, but don't necessarily have to involve any of these characters. So kind of like with the Marvel comics and all this and all that, there is a shared universe, and if you're a fan, or if you want to go on the website and and order it and see if you like it, and you want to write something within the universe, just write us an email to that same submissions thing, and we'll try to get you in. Definitely, it should be a big fun thing with a lot of different authors and a lot of different takes on our little world we've created.
Cool.